Hello everybody, it's Tuesday evening wave and this is the panel Summer straight up. We've got Ryan, he's in the hot seat next to me. We've got Basil, he's back for a reason, because if you didn't know, he shot the round of the day. We got Frikkie on board, and then we got our champ from Ebotse, Mr. Charles Ferreira. So everybody, is everybody good?
All good, eh?
Good, my side.
Good. So we got plenty to talk about. As you know, when it's a review, there's lots of things to talk about because things have happened. Okay. So keep up. Be on the chat line. Be involved. And if you have any questions, you let us know. We'll try to get to everybody. But after the round, which was very interesting because we had a little break. And before we get started, I wanted to find out people's opinion. I really enjoyed that little mid-rain break where everybody gathered off the course, came in for 20 minutes, had a fat chat about their golf, and then suddenly everybody scattered and we continued to play. That was pretty cool, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
It was quite interesting leaving an eagle putt on 18 and having to go down a beer at halfway. But yeah, it was good fun.
And I'm going
nice to catch up mid-round, like you say.
Yes, it would be nice to do that more often, but I don't see how that is even possible. Anyway, I know you didn't make the eagle putt because Ryan Jensen sent us the stats, and believe it or not, there was not one eagle. I can't believe that out of everybody. Even Ike shooting 66s and 7s, not one eagle. Just shows that it does have some teeth. Right, Charles, before we get to you, I cornered you straight after your round, and this is how happy you were.
Charles, here we are. The first victory at Ebotse Sunday Series 2. Tell me how you're feeling at this moment.
Yeah, well, I've got to be honest, I never thought it would happen, but yeah, there was a time there where I threatened to throw it away, but yeah, very excited, I can't tell you.
A lot must have gone right in your game today.
Just about everything. A lot of luck.
What was the best part of your game?
You know, I've been working on the range a little bit on the short game, driving, not so much the putting, and that almost dropped me, but yeah, my driving has been getting me in the game, and yeah, I'm just pleased that the work has paid off. So, yeah.
Nice to be in a Duckhook winner's circle trophy going home.
Yeah, absolutely.
There we go. First of all, before we have a look at the results, talk us through the feeling of being a winner on the Duckhook Tour.
Yeah, it's amazing, Maz. You know, it's again not something that I thought would happen. Just super excited that the work I've been doing is paying off, but I didn't think it would pay off to such an extent. So yeah, very excited. Yeah, still haven't quite gotten over it.
Having chatted to you just before, you did say that you've been practicing quite a lot. You've been working on your short game, so obviously it all came together, because when you shoot around like that, I'll tell you one thing, it all does need to come together. Right, let's have a look at the results. If you're on the top 10 page, well done to you. Out of the 77 players that took part, right on top, first position is Charles Ferreira, earning 800 credits, 45 points. Anybody watching this and you are not new to Duckhook, that is not normal. Please don't be worried. Even Ewald coming in on -7 and Pranay on -7, tying for second on 43 points. Paul Ricketts, another great round from Mr. Ricketts, but not good enough, -4. Peter Zakaria back into the top of the leaderboard with -5 with Frikkie Barnard. Well done, Frikkie. You were at -4 at one stage. Ronnie Volhouter, Jacques Ravenstein. I played with the Jacques. He played really, really well. I think he reached -6 at a point, and then the rain break broke him. Ryan, great to see a +1 in the top 10. Coronel Erasmus. So congratulations, everybody. Okay, Charles, we want to know how your round went. So I'm going to put your scorecard and give us a bit of a summary.
Yeah, you know, it was a little bit of a blur. I can't see that. Oh, there we go. I don't remember too much, if I'm honest with you. You know, the par 3 8th was interesting. You know, decided to use a pitching wedge. It was tracking towards that pin like a homesick mole. Got held up by a bit of a breeze. Hit the embankment, rolled down. Used my 60, duffed that into the embankment, rolled back down. Third time, exactly the same thing. I was swearing, I was looking for a hacksaw so I can cut up the 60, and yeah, lo and behold, I chip it in. So that was quite memorable. Yeah. The 9th, of course, 4 points there. I mean, that's just fantastic. There's one thing getting 2 or 3 points, but a 4-pointer is fantastic. I don't even remember it, to be honest with you, but clearly things went very well. After the rain delay, 13th, yeah, you know, Basil almost took me out with a golf ball. That's one way of taking care of the competition, I suppose. Yeah, and the red 2 was also very nice. Obviously, got a got a nice shot in and pretty close to the flag. Certainly just a tap in there. And what really got me was on the 10th. I drove it in the embankment on the left. Fortunately, I hit it hard enough and it ricocheted straight into the middle of the fairway. So I managed to scramble the 5 there. And when it came to the last hole, I just thought, you know what, I'm there or thereabouts. Just forget about it. Play like you've been playing the whole day. And I got it close enough to putt and secured the win. So it was fantastic. Couldn't do much wrong.
Just remind everybody that we finished on the par 3 11th. That must have been a bit of a nerve wrecker, because if that goes in the water, I'm afraid you would have lost on a count back to Ebotse would have taken the victory. So that must have been interesting, that tee shot.
Yeah, look, absolutely. Again, the nerves were playing with my head, and very, very nervous, particularly if you think what I was doing on the 10th to scramble the 5 there. But as I said, I got onto the hole, and I just decided, you know what, just play your shot. Forget about everything. Just relax, play your shot. And funny enough, it was that hole that I was least stressed about. So,
Interesting. Well, as you hear, everybody can have a lucky day. Seems like Charles had the luckiest out of everybody. But he was not the only one to have exceptional rounds. Let's before I go to their scorecards, I've got some of the other guys who joined us. I caught up with them afterwards, who just missed out, and this is what they had to say.
Ebotse, what a round today. -7, unfortunately just short. Took us through your round.
Today was one of those rounds that everything just clicked, everything just worked. It was my best round so far in my life, so I'm happy. Doesn't matter if I'm second, I'm happy. I had a best day today.
Nice to have form back.
Yes. After last Thursday's game, I'm happy to be back.
Got a couple of rounds left. What's the rest? What's your aim towards the rest of the season?
The next Thursday one, I'll just try and play it like today. Just play to my handicap, and let's hope it goes well. But I played well today.
Enjoyed the season?
Yes. This was nice. Joining Duckhook was the best thing I did.
Tied for second. Talk us through it.
It was a good round from the beginning. I think I just used my brain a bit. I didn't try anything fancy off the tee box. I looked for the bailout areas. I think I hit 13 or 14 greens in regulation today, so that was good. Swing felt well. I didn't put any pressure on myself, in all honesty. I just went there and enjoyed it today. So it was very good.
Good to be in a bit of form.
I think it's about time, to be honest. I've been practicing a lot. It was mainly the mental game letting me down. I think finally I've jacked that up now.
But 1 month of competition left. Can you win one?
I'm hoping so. I'm really going to try hard. I'm going to give it my all. Finish the year strong.
Paul, another top 5 finish. -4, not good enough. How was your day?
Day was good. Drove well. I think I missed one fairway. I missed 4 silly putts like that, which cost me ultimately. But I'll take 4 under. But it's like you say, still not good enough. I mean, I thought I had a good chance at 4 under. But
Got 1 month left of competition. Can we win one?
I'm hoping to win one, Maz. I think it's going to be deserved if I do. I'm trying my best. Golf is coming right at the moment, so let's see.
Mighty Ducks, what a big game in the semi-final. Through to your final. How are you feeling at this moment?
Mas, we're ecstatic. It's our first final in 3 years, basically. Yeah. So, we tried. Man, I tell you from the start, I mean, actually, in the last 2 weeks, we were giving each other some bantering, me and Randall especially, trying to get into his head. It didn't work. The first few holes, I mean, they were steady. I mean, they were out driving Donnie, matching him on shots. And missed a few short ones to just half the hole with him where we could have been. But then, the last 5 holes, I said to Donnie, we're going to do this. And luckily, I ended up with a birdie, par, birdie, and a par. And that sealed the game for us. So, it was great, eh?
Donnie, from your perspective?
Yeah, I think this season has been quite a challenge. It's like we've been under the gun, me playing off a scratch the whole season. We've had to give guys almost 25 shots each. So, for me, it's a great way to get into the finals now, and hopefully we can pull it through. We've been like you can say dovetailing very well this whole season. So it's just to keep the momentum going forward.
Very nice to talk to the boys afterwards. I want to say, boys, if we're going to back someone in November, Pranay seems to be hitting a bit of a peak, so watch out for him. And then the Mighty Ducks, well done. Great effort to take the semi-final victory. Frikkie will go through the team match play games a bit later. Okay, let's go through a few things. Well, we have to look at the scorecards of the guys who shot -7. Ryan, what a great round from Ebotse.
No, it's a really good round. Anyone that's played Ebotse, obviously most of the guys watching have all played Ebotse. It's not an easy course. For me, I think the biggest thing at Ebotse is getting off the tee and getting down the fairway somewhere in the right position for the greens. And if your short game's on, which his clearly was, you give yourself chances for birdies everywhere. As you can see, there's a lot of white squares there, which most likely means birdie putts that turn into 2 putts for par, which as a 9 handicap, you're never going to be upset with because you're going to be scoring points. As he said in his interview, it's his best round ever. And it's just nice to see the guys all. It seems like everyone's game's picking up, and especially Ebotse after sort of the mistakes he made in his final round at Highland Gate to bring it back together like this after, as he said, a dodgy round at Danefern. It's nice to see.
And he will soon be in the winner's circle. Okay. Frikkie, I wanted to talk about Pranay and hitting some form. It's good to see. This was his -7.
Yeah, look, Pranay, I think on the group, he bragged about a -5 he had at Killarney. One of the nines was 29 points. And I said to myself that this guy's going to do something great. And I mean, you can see it on the scorecard without going too much into detail. But I mean, a -7. And then, I thought he's going to hit some 29 points at some stage. But handicap will probably go down to about a 13 thereabout. I think there's still some woema in him. And I would definitely back him for a win before the end of the season. So, it's some great golfing here that he's played. Maybe just that little bad 6 on number 8. But furthermore, great round. Looking forward to see this guy play. I've seen him hit some few shots. I think it's going to be good.
Pranay did put a comment down somewhere, and I've missed it, saying about the 11th, that he messed the 11th up. Okay, let's go to tournament stats. The interesting tournament stats. 77 players, and this is how it all turned out. Eagles, 0. I can't believe there was no eagles. Birdies, 66. Pars, 432. Bogeys, 495. Double bogeys, 261. Triple bogeys, 123. So that is plenty. Golf being played. Total shots, 6,746 blows throughout the day. So those were the stats. I can't believe there's no eagles. But anyway.
I was careless of the putt, sorry.
Yeah, you could have had your face next to the picture here, Ryan. You could have had your face next to it.
Short to the hole, but it was scary after the rain break.
Okay, let's have a look at the featured hole, which was the 18th. Obviously, there's no eagles there. But there were 7 birdies. If you made a birdie on the 18th, please stand up. Obviously, Ryan, you made the birdie.
Can I stand up?
Did you make the birdie?
I did. Almost a chipping eagle, but made a birdie.
That's 2 accounted for the 7. We got 5 left. If you're watching, let us know if you got one. Pars, 26. Have you got
Definitely
one?
bad.
Baz?
Yeah, it was a 2-putt birdie.
Nice. So we need 4 more.
Randall was the other one.
Randall? So 3 more. Well done. Okay. Double bogeys 14, triple bogeys 4. Total shots 404. I'm struggling to. I think I made a 7 on this hole.
I think if I'm not mistaken, JP made birdie there as well.
Okay. Long hole. If you get the drive right, then you're in action. But that's you need to get the drive right. Then it's very short. If you kind of hit it to the right, then you're hitting another 250 odd meters. Okay. Do you want to know who won the pins? If you weren't there on the day, well, if you weren't there afterwards, should I say, for prize giving, these are the guys who won the pins. Barry Fenter, closest on the par 3, 8th. He posted a picture on our group. And it was very, very close. I think he had a bit of a heart attack. Thought that might go in. Baz, talk us through the par 3 11th. You've taken another one.
So it played, I can't even remember. I think it was like 147 or 157. And the wind was into off the left, that cold breeze that came after the rain. So I just told the guys I would play about 130, knocked down a gap wedge, and it actually just peaked over the top of the flag. I thought it was pretty close to going in, and it actually went 5 foot past and spun back to about 4 foot. So it was a pretty good shot given the circumstance.
And then your name was on the closest in 2, par 4, 13th for a very, very long time, and then you got pipped by the final 4 ball with Karuna Kuni putting it within inches.
Yeah, a couple inches, man. I knocked it close into on 13. Given that I hit 5 wood just back of the green there, almost took shoal out in the process. And I just hit a good putt and just didn't hit it hard enough. I saw Donnie's name on the board. I said, no, not a chance am I going to let him take this one, So I was quite determined to knock it close, and then obviously lost out with the group behind.
Okay, Peter Prinsloo is confirming that JP made that birdie on the 18th. So I think there's 2 unaccounted for. Okay, where do we go to next? Well, we got the winning team. It's always nice to see what happened with the winning 4-ball. Well, if 3 out of the 4 are going to shoot under, you're pretty much going to win. Look at that. Minus 25, 97 points. That's one of the highest I've seen in a very long time since we've been doing this show. Well done, Quibus, minus 1. Pranay, minus 7. Trevor Miller was just a bit of a bystander. And then Ronnie Volhert, another good round of minus 3. So congratulations to this team. All right.
Well, that's being in the winning circle again, even though it was just a beer.
Who was that? Say again?
I said, well done to Quibus being in the winner's circle again, even though it was just a beer.
Okay, well done, Quibus. Best gross scores. We like to see who shoots low, and did the boys shoot low? 2 in particular went under 70. Remember, there's a past 70 course. Basil, 66. Look at that. Fantastic. Ryan, 67. On the form of his life, and we really hope you keep going. Ewald with his best score of 72. Hanu, 74. And Donnie, 75. There was a newcomer. I think it was one of the Billy Hall's mate that also shot 75. It was his first round. Okay, so well done. Okay, everybody wants to know how these sub-70s went. Baz, we've got you right here, and we've got your scorecard, so you can talk through yours first as the leader of the pack.
Yeah, so guys got off to a basic start there, went par, and then just made a silly error on the 4th hole. Hit 5 wood into the fairway bunker and pulled my second shot left and hit a good chip but didn't convert. And then went birdie. I had a 2-putt on the par 5 5th. And then on the 7th hole, I hit 5 wood 6 iron, also 2-putt birdie. And then unfortunately, I hit driver just right at the green side bunker, and it just hopped into that blue indigenous hazard. So I took a drop there and unfortunately couldn't up and down and went 5. And then, pretty much we had, after 9, we had the siren going off for lightning. Then I just had a Heineken Zero, and I was like, you know what, this back 9, I'm just going to try go as low as possible. And as you can see, it was pretty basic, no bogeys, blemishes on the back end. Yeah, it was all in all a good round. It could have been lower, I must admit. There was a couple in me there that I feel I let slip, but you know what, we can't have them all,
Everybody watching, did you hear him say he made the par 5 5th in 2 very easily? That is like, par 5 5th, yeah. That is a monstrous par 5. You hit driver and absolutely. What?
Yeah, hit driver 5 iron to like back of the green.
Yeah.
Dude, that's hulkish stuff. That's unbelievable. This was my hole. Driver left, 7 iron, 5 iron, wedge short, 2 putts. So I played 5 shots in the space you played 2. That's ridiculous. Okay.
As long as you made par, Maz, it doesn't matter how far or how straight or how skew you hit it.
Did not make par. Ryan, talk us through yours. There it is.
Yeah.
What a finish.
I must say, thank you. Very, very similar sort of round to Baz. Like, I really just try to keep it simple. It's sort of a bit of work I've been doing with Mark at college, our performance guy. And it was just working. I started off easy, irons off the tee boxes until 4. Hit a nice drive down 4. Actually got caught up in that mound down the middle. Got lucky that it just hopped out a little bit. And then, I was putting really nicely. So I just told myself, hit the greens and putts will drop. I got really lucky on the par 5 5th. Actually missed my second shot hard right over that mound right next to the green. Managed to find it and then sort of get it onto the green and 2-putt for the 5. And then 9 was just a silly mistake. I was waiting for the green and then got tired of waiting, so I decided, let me just hit it. And I actually bailed out on the shot as I hit it because I was like, I'm going to hit these guys if I get hold of it. and I hit the jetties to the right of the green. So I think probably the right call. But yeah, same as Baz, took a drop from the blue area just over the fairway bunker because it crossed there, and couldn't up and down, made the bogey. And then the back nine, more of the same. I just sort of kept the my foot on the gas, and then on 16, I had 135 meters in, and I managed to probably have the chunk of my life with the 9-iron, just trying to nurse one in, and then almost hold it for 3 and missed a silly putt for the par. And then just said to myself, get your head back in the game. Let's go back to the simple play and finish strong. And managed to go birdie, just leaving the eagle short on 18. From about 25 meters, so it wasn't like a silly short putt. And then 2 pars to finish the round. So, but it was just nice.
Must have been lovely to watch. Donnie's not with us today. He was on the preview, but he has to have his say. This was him on the par 5, 5th. I hit driver, then forward to pin high on the right. Yeah. Okay, fine. Be that guy, Donnie. Right. Where do we go now? We go to our featured groups. Featured groups, always nice to see once we break down to make it a bit more interesting. Well, obviously, this is Group D. So we've flipped this thing. Group D, obviously, Charles is going to win that group if you're shooting -9. So well done, Charles, on winning your group here against Louis, Nicky, Tian, and Neville. They didn't stand a chance. Nice to see Peter Zakaria winning Group E against Sean Salmon, who I backed and who almost came last. Thanks for that, Sean. Gerard Snyman and Kobus Skuman. So he pipped Kobus Skuman by 2 shots. Pranay is obviously going to win this group if he's going to shoot 7 under. Okay, let's go back to page 1 quickly. Group A. Who was in Group A? Come on, Group A, when you're ready. There we go. Lukey, Carl, Cornell, Graham de Villiers, and Peter Prinsloo. So if you said that Cornell was going to win, well, he did. -2. 2 guys tied in Group B on +4. Ryan Jensen and Heinrich Fourie. I spoke to Heinrich Fourie afterwards, and he was carrying on like it was a terrible round, but look at that. +4, 32 points, nothing wrong with that. And Ryan, once again in the winner's circle, taking that mini victory. Well done. Your name's everywhere today. Okay, what's the next thing we have? Well, we have the head-to-heads. When we're going through this head-to-head, if you remember, most people said the red team would win. Did the red team win? The red team was Maz. I can tell you that Captain Maz once again failed. Blue team trotted up 6.5. Can you believe it? When I was going through this, I was like, you're joking. The strongest red team ever, and we didn't manage.
I called blue team, I'm saying.
Say again, Ryan?
I said I called the blue team.
Oh, well done, Ryan. At least somebody's worked this out properly.
Maz, just blue team, please.
Right, so Donnie lost out. He won his game and Frikkie won his game. So well done to those two, getting 2 of the 3.5 points. I lost mine against Barry Fenter. Wayne Jensen, +17. Well done, Wayne. One day you'll be able to play golf against. Dorian taking the victory there. Jacques Ravenstein, -3, taking the victory over JP Atwood. Ewald would obviously beat Ronnie, but a great game from both. Owen Kenny, +5. Paul Ricketts taking, okay, Paul Ricketts is not +4, it's -4. So that's still the same result, doesn't matter. Then we go further down. Hanu's taken his game, and the tie at the end with Rudy and Adam. So what does this all mean besides the red team losing? How do the standings look? Now, with only 1 round to go, Randall continues to lead Series 2. 251 points, and he leads by 7. Again, up. Lukey trailing him by 7. Alan Lowe dropped to 3rd, 236. Tied for 4th, Jason Ivans and Ewald. Ewald made a massive jump with those 43 points. Frikkie, you also made a bit of a jump. Ronnie made a jump. Charles, you weren't even near the top 10. You are now 8th. Kobus into the top 10 and Paul Ricketts into the top 10. So congratulations. Frikkie, what do you have to do to win this? You have to take Randall out.
No chance for me to win.
No, you can't.
Definitely not.
You need to focus on Series 1, which is coming up next at Jackal Creek after the Challenge 500. Massive game. Frikkie, Donnie, who the rest?
It's Randall and Simon, and I think Cornell is also in there. And that was that top 5 that we have,
I look forward to seeing those final 4 balls come in and to crown the winner. It's going to be epic. It's taken long enough. Right, we had a virtual competition, and basically you enter and your scores would determine where you finished amongst the players that entered. We had 10 players that entered. Pranay, well done. 500 credits, so that's pretty much a round of golf for you for free. Paul Rick, it's 200 credits. Ryan, you've got another 100 credits. You can probably use that to enter another virtual tournament. So you got your credits back to say. Quivers, Lukey, Peter Prinsloo, Graham de Villiers, Ryan Jensen, Gideon, Maz, and Fats. So that's how that works. We urge you, gentlemen, when they come out to take part, it just makes it all the more fun. More games within the games. Okay. Right. Player rankings. Player rankings with only 6 or so rounds to go, or 5. Here we go. Lukey has actually dropped slightly. I think he was on 136. He's 134.5. Earvold took a big jump. I think it was 5th. He's gone up to 2nd. Randall Chedney has gone up 1 place. Frikkie, you stay the same. Gideon dropped from 2nd to 5th. Alan dropped from 3rd to 6th. Paul Ricketts up, Ruben down, Cornell down, Simon Mayer, without having played, his average helped him back in. So plenty to play for with the final, with November matches coming, and there's a lot of ranking points coming. Frikkie, for instance, you're still in the final of the team match play. That is a lot of points. You win that, that's 850 odd points. That's going to
be maybe 850. I thought it was 750, but
750. Sorry, the major's 850. The major's 850.
Yeah. So if I do win that one, I think I worked out the stat that I would be on 135 thereabout. But then obviously it depends on how the other games will go. But
sure.
I'm going to chase Luke down now.
It's going to be very.
Frikkie, you mustn't think you must know.
You must know.
You may know. It depends. The stats went wrong this time.
Frikkie, if you got through that, the semi-final was the hardest round you had to play. So if you got through that, I think a final, you don't have to be so on edge, should we say. Speaking about the teams, let us recap the semi-finals that happened at Ebotse. Semi-final 1 was Steady Eddie versus the Young Guns, Frikkie?
Yeah, man. I thought the young guns would teach the older guys a lesson there. They went up any time at the game. I did see that the scoring was around 27, 29 points on average. So all teams basically had a bad round. But in the end, I believe that the 5 3-pointers that Eddie got in sort of sealed the game for them. So it was a close game in the end. Yeah, and Steady Eddie, they're going to be in the final chasing the Duckhooks.
And will they be as steady as they need to be? Well, Frikkie caught up before his match. He had been harassing Randall and Brighton. So this is him harassing them.
So guys, we've got Pranay and Randall here. Frikkie has thrown everything, even the kitchen sink at Randall, and nothing has worked. This guy has not cracked. How's it?
How's it, Frikkie?
Lekker you. I think my camera is not lekker. Let me.
How's it, bud?
That looks much better. How's it, Randall?
Lekker, Frikkie.
Lekker. Are you ready for the game?
Yeah. All the chips I've been getting.
Yeah, did you get some from Frikkie at least? Because I mean, that 3 o'clock message, he thought that he's going to break you, and I don't know. Did it?
Listen, it was expected.
Oh, really?
I actually put your WhatsApps on mute.
Oh, is it?
So it didn't affect me at all.
Oh, damn it, man. No, he did try, huh?
Yeah, absolutely.
Lekker, man.
Hey, Dixie.
Ready. Lekker you, man.
Very nice. Guys, send us videos. If you have something funny that happened on the course, we'll play them. It's nice to see from other people's perspective. Frikkie, I don't think that tactic's going to work against Steady Eddie. They won't even look at the phone. Jason will just laugh and go, haha, whatever happens, happens.
So I missed it there, but I just need to Steady Eddie's cell phone number. I need to send him some SMSs when I'm in a state of full of alcohol. So please, just send me his number, please, guys.
We all know Jason. Jason will just nod and go, haha. Nothing bothers or phases Jason. So you're going to have to beat him without the chirping. Gentlemen, we are almost finished. The only things... Oh, wait. Let's not skip your result, Frikkie. Let's not skip it. Here's what happened.
Man. Yeah. Man, I must say this game was tight. We started off well. Par basically Randall. I mean, he was chasing Donnie. I mean, he's bombing drivers past Donnie, matching the iron shots, and then around the 16th hole, I sort of said to Donnie that this is it. We have to do it. So yeah, luckily I got birdie there to let us go up two with 2 holes to go, and then obviously on the hole number 10 I stroke. And I got a par there to seal the game for us. So yeah, no, it was tough. Luckily Donnie kept me calm. I kept Donnie calm, and yeah, it was like a game, man.
So there we go. The final is going to be played at the Thursday League at Glen Vista. So all to play for the trophy and the points. Let me just ask the two gentlemen, Basil and Charles, are you going to take part in the team knockout next year? I don't know who's going to be Basil's partner. That's like farting against thunder, that one.
I don't know if anybody's willing to team up with me, Baz, to be honest.
Maybe it should be me and Baz.
Sure.
Imagine that, yeah, the plus handicap.
Ryan, you didn't play the team. Did you play the team?
I did. No, we did. No, I didn't sniff getting through though.
Okay, so I think there's a good pairing right there. I think we can shake or point hands at each other to make that official for next year. It would be interesting to see how that goes. Charles, you didn't play either. Are you going to be playing?
Yeah, I guess it's a question of finding a partner. So yeah, we'll see. But if anybody's prepared to get frustrated and is looking for a partner, yeah, I'm all in.
I think the way they're thinking is this is for 26. There's plenty shots to negotiate with. I want Charles as a partner.
Sorry, Ruben, you already been shafted there.
No. That's a long story. We're still waiting from Ruben to hear if we're going to be partners. Come on, Ruben. Let us know. We need to make plans. We've got to get into the market and find other players to play with. Gentlemen, we're going to finish off with because the month of October is done, so we want to see who is currently in the shootout teams. If you don't remember, we have 4 teams this year that's going to be taking place. Right, Thursday. This is what's happening with the Thursday League team for the shootout. Simon Mayer now captains the Thursday League team because he's leading the Thursday League. Will he captain at the end of November? Will he win the Thursday League? Ewald, Peter Prinsloo, Jason Ivans, Lyle Langley, Dorian Furry, Mark Borragero, Ryan Jensen, Ryan Esmond, and Kevin Ho are currently in the top 10 for the Thursday League team. I can tell you Kevin dropped from 5th to 10th, so he almost fell out. And then one of our dear friends, Sardal, is now 11th. So one more great game, Sardal, and you're back in the team. Good team, I reckon, gents.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's strong.
That's solid, eh?
Right, let's have a look at Series 1, what the team looks like now in Series 1. Dani Geldenes is currently captaining, going into Jackal Creek. Will he still be captaining? Will he be the champion? Or will Frikkie be the captain? Frikkie is probably going to be his vice. Cornel Erasmus, Hanu Oosthuizen, and Gideon Richter. Jeez, this is a good team as well. Johandre Swanepoel, Barry Venter, Dana Perimal, Paul Ricketts, and Graham de Villiers. Oh, boys, this is tough. It just shows you that we're getting the best players into these teams.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right, Series 2 after Ebotse. Let's have a look. Captaining Series 2 is Randall Chetty. Will be captaining Luki Janssen, Alan Lowe, Ronnie Volherter. Charles, you massively jumped into the shootout team. So there you are. You are going to be, so far, taking part. You just need a decent score at Germiston and you're in. Kobus Skuman, Dean Sherman, Billy Hall, Pranay Pandey. It is great round, Brayton falling down to 10th. Unfortunately, I have now fell out of the shootout team. I was sitting at 8th and now I'm sitting at like 13th. So I also need a very good game. The fourth team, the fourth team is the Barbarians, which Fats will be captaining. And you know what the sad thing is? There's qualifying criteria for that team as well, and I don't hit any of those qualifying criteria. So, designated cameraman on the day. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Gentlemen, that's everything. Before we wrap up, is there any final thoughts while I look at the chat line to see what the guys have been saying? Somebody say something.
Yeah, from my side, guys, just on the Challenge 500, that's our next event. Looking forward to that one. And guys, just go get a bash. It's going to be a lekker course. I think what CCJ is going to be awesome. Definitely looking forward to that. And yeah, let's do it. Go have some fun.
It's going to be great. We're just over 50 players. We'd like a few more.
When is the final day for that, Maz?
When catering is involved, it moves it up. But we can make a plan. So I'd like to say by the end of this week, CCJ need to know what's happening because, catering's got to be done. We've got to pay them, so on and so on. But for our regulars, we'll make a plan. If you're going to enter the day before, I'm afraid that's not going to work. So at least give us time. That's what happens when we have to deal with these clubs. And CCJ is one of those clubs where, you got to follow the rules. Everybody, that's it from us. As Peter Prinzler says, good night. Thanks for watching. When are we back on? I think we're doing a double header next week. We're going to preview the challenge and Jackal Creek in one show because it's all very close together. So, lots to talk about.
For an hour show.
All right. Everybody, thanks for watching. Baz, Fricky, Charles, Ryan. Have a lovely, lovely evening. Cheerio.
Cheers. Bye. Bye.